Good afternoon everyone, Sid from Sid's Repurposing here again today. I put my little bathroom ensuite in the garden unit up on a Facebook page called Upcycle It, and got a range of comments about it from no to that's awesome. So just for anyone's interest who may have any thoughts, the toilet bowl that I'm using has been sitting out here in the garden in the elements for at least 7 years, if not a little bit longer. So I'm pretty sure there's probably no issues with any form of contamination from the vegetables through any contact it may have had with any sort of waste over, I don't know how long it had been, but since it came out of the house. I picked it up at a clearing sale, I reckon, many years ago. So anyway, they're all seem to be ticking along, don't seem to be stressed at the moment. Must have got enough moisture into the soil, so even the little tiny lettuces that I ripped out of the self-seeded bunch still seem fairly happy. So these haven't changed from yesterday. This tyre here I've now dug a bit of compost through, ready for planting. This one over here I dug compost through, and that now has kale in it. Kale's something Shirley likes, it's something I'll eat. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite vegetables, although the other brassicas I do enjoy immensely. So these ones, the lettuces here, they've sort of started to take off again now after having a little downturn while they were stressed, although the cauliflowers didn't. They were here we go. This is what, so the cabbage moth you saw yesterday, well, on the video the other day, I don't know where I put it up. This is what it was doing. So they're the little eggs. So those little grubs will start to devour these leaves very soon. Now it's going to rain this afternoon, I reckon. It's looking very much like it's going to rain. So if it was fine. So they've got, there's eggs on nearly every plant. So that one moth, or I don't know, it was only one moth, but that's the only one I saw, has had a little field day out here. So tomorrow, weather permitting, I'll hit that with dipel, and even weather not permitting, I'll have to, if I get a little window of opportunity, I'll have to hit it up, because I can't let those grubs get into the leaves too much, because they'll certainly inhibit the plants quite a bit. So if we so the eggs stick on there like that. Once the grubs come out, they'll start to hide right down in the tip, the growing tip. So they'll get going and move along. So you can't let them sit for too long. I've planted some in this big tyre. Got some beetroot going here, and I've got some carrots in. I'm having a little bit of an experiment, I suppose. So that little board, one of my pallet boards, one of my valuable pallet boards I took from over at the shed. I was watching a YouTube channel, and I've seen it on a couple of channels now, and I can't think of the name of any of them, but if I do think of it, I will put it in the comments to this video, or if I do work them out. For germinating carrot seeds, because they're such a small seed and they rely on being moist, they take a long time to germinate, up to 14 days. The suggestion's been you cover them with a board. So you wet the patch down very wet, sprinkle your carrot seeds on over an area, and I actually covered it over again with seed raising mix. Is what I covered the seed with. And then you sort of note when you've planted it, and you check, and once they've germinated and start to sprout, you remove the board and let them grow away. I've never done it before. Made sense to me. I know they take a long time to come up. So we'll see how we go with that one. Got the rhubarb here, the little lettuces down there, but they don't seem to be too stressed from being moved either, so I'm reasonably happy with that. And this tyre here, I've just done a little version of the board. I've used a couple of layers, couple of thicknesses of cardboard there, same principle. Wet it down, plant the carrot seeds, and then cover it with cardboard, and I can wet the cardboard down over the top without lifting it up, and hopefully that'll hold the moisture in a bit better too. Around the outside of that in the tyre, I have planted mixed radish and beetroot seeds. So the radishes will come up and be harvested quite quickly, and then the beetroot can be left there to come away with the carrots in the middle. There's now I've got to get the name right. I think it's called Self-Sufficient Me. It's a YouTube channel I've been watching a bit, and he works on something he calls crowd planting. So he doesn't look at the recommended spacings for plants. He plants everything quite close together. Now, he is in subtropical Queensland, so his climate is probably, as long as he can keep water up, much more suitable for doing crowd planting, hours of sunlight and warmth to get the plants going. But the root veg, I thought I'll give it a go here with those and see what happens. So that's today's little update in the garden. The cabbage moth yesterday was quite prolifically dropping and laying its eggs, so I'll have to have a look at my others. They're under a sprinkler at the moment, so I'll have a look at the other ones as well and see whether it's had a crack at them too. Right, thanks for watching. Please, if you feel like it, leave a comment on your opinion on the bathroom vanity and whether or not you might eat any vegetable or produce that came out of the toilet bowl or the system. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.